I don't care what we learn as Black folk, we still fundamentally hold on to some fundamental practices of what we should do to be good Black people.
Mm.
Mm.
And we get stuck there. And so I should be grateful for the little bit. I can make something out of nothing, you know. I gotta work hard or study how whatever it is, I gotta be better at it than everybody else. I gotta prove that I'm a good Black person. So gotta
Mm.
do that. And then my faith, I can't have any doubt.
Welcome to Healing Conversations podcast.
Podcast.
Yes.
It allows me, again, I have to be grateful again for all the people that I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I have to be grateful for all the things that I don't even know of
Yeah.
that allowed this wonderful thing that I've been wanting in my life to manifest.
Mm.
Yes. And you know what's really hitting me with that awareness is also the knowledge of the power of simply being grateful. Like when we take time to sit in an attitude and an energy field of gratitude, it's just sending it out into the universe, indirectly. We don't know what is touching, who is touching, but I'm putting together the pieces that when we're just sending it out randomly into the universe, that is planting those seeds of gratitude into those unknown people, into those unknown circumstances. So they are receiving that gratitude because they're already in process to bringing me what I want, you know?
Mm.
And so that's why that's so powerful. I'm just kind of having that revelation right now. I'm like, oh, that's why we sit in gratitude,
Yes,
not
yes,
directed at anything, because when we direct it at everything and all that there is, then all that there is can conspire to support us even
yes.
more rambunctiously. Yes. Raymel, is there anything coming up for you?
I'm loving this. And you said something as you were sharing, Aleese, about like when we're younger and striving to gain stability. And I feel like that is a trap that we are unconsciously forced to be in because with stability means control. When I can control, then I don't allow myself to co-create with the universe because I'm trying to monitor its every actions or everything, and that's where we get in the way. And even that like that stability piece, because I feel like even myself for so long, I was telling the story, I just want to be stable. I just want enough
Mm-hmm.
to just be good. I want enough to pay my bills, a little money in the bank, and I'll be good and I'll be stable in life. And even having like family and just people telling me just you get that and you're good. So that was the goal. That was the mission. That was the destination that I was reaching to achieve. And once I achieved it, I realized, well, this ain't really doing much. It's good, but it ain't great.
Right.
It ain't great. And then
Yes,
I've seen a lot of people I was amongst were just settling for the good
yes,
Mm-hmm.
because they knew when they were going to work, they knew when they were going to get paid, they knew what they were going to do on the weekends, they knew it was going to be back to the routine starting the new week. And that's where that comfort of stability often doesn't let us be in that gratitude
yes,
because
Mm.
complaining is there because this person is the reason why I can't get more. This thing is the reason why I can't do more.
right.
So I can't be in gratitude because the stability that I have, I can't do anything
You're
more.
stagnant.
I'm
You're trapped.
stagnant.
Yeah.
So now I'm complaining and I'm not in gratitude. And I just wanted to touch on that because I feel like that's where a lot of people are in life. Let me just get stable. And I feel like that's in so many different age ranges that that's just the goal that the seed that we're planting in us as children, it keeps growing in our adult life. And I was talking to someone at the grocery store the other day that I frequent often, and I never really spoke to him. And I'm like, he's like, I work all the time. He's like, I might as well pay rent here. And I'm like, well, how long have you been working here? He's been working there since 19. He is in his 50s.
Wow.
Wow.
He got stable. He got comfortable.
Ooh-wee.
And like you said, Aleese, he was stagnant. And that stagnation means this is all there is. So
Yeah.
there's nothing else that can be. So why should I be grateful for all there is when in our heart, in our soul, we know that there's more. And
Yeah.
that's the thing is that we know that there's more, but then that's where the confliction of what was sold and what we got, it doesn't match up. So now a lot of people are just stuck, well, I can't return it. That's
Mm.
what we think. I
Hmm.
just got to live with it. And that's the trap. So if you can briefly just maybe speak into that, Aleese, of that like stagnant place that a lot of people find themselves stuck in.
Yeah.
Mm.
And I have to be honest, I can only talk about the experience of Black folk. I don't know the dynamics of other folk within their culture, but in Black community, from the very beginning, we're taught how to, before we learn our ABCs, we learn how to make something out of nothing.
Mm.
Um, and then to be grateful for that, whatever that little something is that we're able to create, and
Mm,
then we have all these religious and cultural rules that, if we abide by those things, if we do those things, we're going to be, and I like to call it the wait and see, that all of our journey is about a wait and see. So if you're faithful, wait and see, it'll come. If you if you work harder than everybody else and show that you're good to, wait and see, that door is going to open for you. Um, if you pray and trust God, wait and see, God's going to bless you. It's a wait and see life.
Mm.
mm,
And so, we keep doing the three things, whatever those things are that's been rooted in you. This is your practice. Be I don't care what we learn as Black folk, we still fundamentally hold on to some fundamental practices of what we should do to be good Black people.
mm,
Mm.
And we get stuck there. And so I should be grateful for the little bit. I can make something out of nothing, you know. I gotta work hard or study how whatever it is, I gotta be better at it than everybody else. I gotta prove that I'm a good Black person. So gotta
mm,
do that. And then my faith, I can't have any doubt. I'm not allowed to have doubt. I must have faith always. So I trust in God. And sometimes the trust in God is a catch because it's like, I don't really have to do anything other than trust in God.
mm,
I don't have to show up in any kind of way. I just have to trust in God. And so when I do those three things, um, then life will be okay. Life will evolve the way in which you think it should evolve. But even that evolution has a ceiling on it. Even
Mm.
that track that they set for us has a ceiling on it. It says, your life is going to be okay. You'll have a good life. You'll have a good life if you do these things.
mm,
That's what we're taught as Black folk. You'll have a good life if you do these things. But what happens if, like for me, I had a really good life, but it was never right. It was never enough. I kept thinking, there's something more. There's something more I'm missing. There's got to be something more. And I think because we are in the image of the divine creator, we are not, we are created as um, dynamic beings. We're not meant to be stagnant. I think when we hold ourselves hostage, when we're stagnant, we're going against the very creation of ourselves. We're not,
Mhm.
that's like trying to be a human being, but not breathe, not use your heart or not use your lungs. You can't be a human being without either one of those. Um, and so you can't really experience your full humanity, I believe, because your humanity is also divinity. It's also
Mhm.
divine. You can't live fully in that if you're stagnant, if
Mm.
you have put a ceiling, if there's a wall around your life that says you can only be and do so much, you can only be and do these things. This is the way you can do a lot of things. It's a smorgasbord, I like to say, You can choose from all these things, but just these things.
Mhm.
This is all we have for you. And so I think so many of us get to a place where, okay, so we went to school, maybe we got a degree, we got a good job. Oh, maybe we have a really good job. So maybe one of those jobs where people rarely get laid off. Those don't exist today. But prior to current administration, yes, you could have jobs where you could be there the rest of your life, and you could retire with a good pension. You could buy a house. You might even be able to buy a rental property. So you could get all those things. You could have family, children. You could maybe even send your kids to private school, and all those things that's on the smorgasbord. When you think you've done those things, you think, okay, I've done it. I'm living a good life. But I think within us, there's still something inside that says there's got to be more to life than this, not more to doing. There has to be more to living than this. There's something that goes, I think, unsatisfied in the spirit, in the soul, that wants something more than what's on the smorgasbord.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think we just, we've been trained generation after generation after generation, that this is it. This is it. And so we get stuck with that. We're stagnant with that. And we think after a while, we think we don't deserve, we should not have any more than that either. Yeah.
I'm gonna just put a pause on it because I know we got time, and that conversation could go and go and
I
go.
knew I was meant to
Ooh-wee.
ask that. Like, I'm like, we
Yes,
could go to the tips, but I'm like, I need at least to unpack that. And
yes,
thank you for that beautiful unpacking because you
yes.
really hit it on the head. And I
Mm,
know, no, I know for sure someone needed to hear this. And this activated a curiosity within someone to explore what is that more for you? Mm.
yes, because that idea that is sold in society has a lot of people living out of alignment with their divinity, and there's that depression and that aimlessness that people are going through at all different age ranges because they're not really doing what their soul came in to do. They're
Mhm.
just doing what the structure says to do. And that's a tough place to find gratitude because the soul wants to do other things that make it happy. So it is tough. And that's why I encourage us all to, again, take focus on those automatic things like the heart and the lungs. But I'm not here giving the tips today. So I'm gonna pause. And Aleese, what are 3 tips that you have for our audience today to really step into that power of gratitude?
Mm, I think my first tip always on any change, any transformation, is to pause, to create time for yourself to pause and do whatever reflection work, but time to sit and ask yourself harder questions, those questions that start to form and you push that back. You say, I'll get back to that. Or you even just make it dissipate in your mind because you don't even, it's that hard. Those harder questions, begin to ask yourself different, more difficult questions about what you believe about yourself and what you want for yourself, and do those two things go together? Do what you believe about yourself, does that coincide with what you want for yourself? And if those two don't go together, then start asking yourself a different set of questions as why, and then what needs to change.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So the pause is always the pause, and pause for reflection is always my first tip about any type of transformation work.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
You want a third? You want
I
two and
want
three?
2 and 3. Yes.
Three. We want three at least. Let the
That
spirit
was like
just flow in.
1.5, but
It's
I'm
in
gonna let
you.
you just.
So I think probably the second tip goes back to what I talked about around control. And it's not just control, but I'd start with control. I mm, I would start trying to identify the things that hold you hostage.
Mm,
What are the beliefs that you have that really don't inspire, nurture the life that you long to live? What are you still holding on to? What beliefs, what practices, what cultural beliefs, what religious beliefs? What are the things? What are the things that you believe that really hold you hostage?
Mhm.
And work through those. Take ownership. And so that's probably my next tip, which would be to take responsibility for wherever you are right now
mm,
is on you.
Mhm.
Is on
Mm.
you. Um,
Yeah.
in that, not that you did that to yourself, but as of the moment that you realize you're not where you want to be, it is your responsibility to begin to discover the things that you need to discover to start becoming who you want to be.
Mhm.
So take
Yes.
responsibility for your transformation.
Yes. Ooh. Period. Mic drop.
mic drop,
Uh,
shoes thrown, shoes thrown. It's all there.
yes. Ooh. So I'm gonna just run these down real quick so that you can really choose. Hopefully, you choose all of them, but choose what
Mhm.
really resonates with you and start there. Her first tip was to pause and create time for the hard questions. Her second tip was to identify what things or beliefs are holding you hostage. And then her third tip was to take ownership, take responsibility for your moment now, your awareness now, the ability you have to take your transformation into your hands right now, which is ooey big stuff.
Mhm.
So yes, thank you for being with us today, Aleese.
Mhm.
Let the people know how they can get in touch with you, get into the podcast, pre-order the book maybe, so they can get some more of this goodness.
Absolutely. You can visit the website, blackwomentalkingback.com. You can always go there and leave a message for me there. The quickest, easiest way to get a hold of me is to email me at blackwomentalkingback@gmail.com. That's the easiest way. And then Black Women Talking Back is on all the social media platforms. So you can find me on any platform under Black Women Talking Back. Yeah.
Yes.
Or Revelise. You can also find me under Revelise under any of the platforms as well.
Okay. And for
Yeah.
those of you who may be listening on Spotify, that is Aleese, Aleese.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that you can look her up properly. Make sure you get in the right one. But yes, I'm so grateful for this conversation today.
Mhm.
I was thinking of a few people, including myself, who can watch the replay, but a couple
Oh, I
people to
am. And those
send this to
tips. Those
already, and I'm
tips.
so grateful. Any closing words right now?
I just want to say thank you, Elise, for taking the time and gifting us with your presence, your wisdom, and most importantly, your energy. It was such a rich conversation, and I am also gonna replay this a couple times because your soul, once again, it's a beautiful vibration. And those tips you left, I was like, oh yeah, okay, okay. I'm about to because
Mhm.
the thing is you're never landed any destination. You're always in the work. So when you're in the work, it's never thinking, oh, I don't need that. It's like my soul is inquiring. Let me explore it. So thank you
Yes.
so much for the wisdom, the gems, your light, your love, and your energy, y'all. Please let us know how this has impacted you, supported you, and just let us know because I already know
Yes.
it's done a lot for me. And it's always an honor and a pleasure to have you guys tuned in. This season, we told you we were coming with the fire in episode one, and we ain't lie.
Yes. And again, hit us up on Instagram at VZ Spaces or at Raymel Bentley, and also on the Spotify and the YouTube things. Any way that you can find to get in contact with us and let us know how this is impacting you. We would love
Um,
to hear from you. So thank you for listening,
until then, we'll
watching.
talk to you all later.
Bye.
Bye.
So